All right, shalom, shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
How are you? Read. Start from Proverbs 3, verse 1. Sir.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1.
Yes.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1. My son,
I don't know. Turn that fan up.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1.
Read on, sir.
My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments.
So you see what the Bible said. We should never forget the laws of God. Right? But he said, let thine heart keep the commandments, because this is why the reason when YAHAWAH come on the earth, he put things into perspective. In terms of, if you think about something, YAHAWAH say, oh, what? You do it already. Right? So if you think about eating rice, you eat it already. Right, YAHAWAH? Okay, read on.
For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee.
So you see that? When you keep the commandments, the Bible says you have length of what?
Days.
Days. And you have what else?
Long life
And what with all of that?
and peace.
So if you have long life without peace, that's the most I want to turn into. Can? Read on.
Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck.
So you see what the Most I said we must have? Mercy. See that? Mercy. So everything is a balance. So the Most I said we should have mercy and truth. And he said we must bind them around our neck. So that's what's supposed to be the thing. Mercy and truth. Right? Read on.
Write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man.
Read on.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
A lot of people do that. So just like you ask a question, the person will say, I think. If you base upon the Bible, you cannot think. What did Moses do? Moses said, I will give you water, right? But you see how the Mosai feel about it? Just like last week. What did we read last week in Ezekiel? The Mosai said, Ezekiel, look, they take my bracelet, they take my chain, they take my watch, and they bring it to the idols. So because you work and you buy something, you think it's yours. Do you see that? So now the Most High said, lean upon not your own understanding. So that's why everything you have to make the word of God be truth and every man alive. So that's why most time you ask questions, we go in the Bible. We go in the Bible. Because we are just vessels. Our word don't matter. That's why when Paul break it down sometimes, what Paul said, I speak as a man. So it was no commandments. Read on, sir.
In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path.
Read.
Be not wise in thine own eyes.
Read on.
Fear the Lord, and depart from evil.
So you see that? You can be wise in your own eyes. Make somebody tell you you're smart. Make somebody tell you that you're beautiful. Don't get up every day and say I'm pretty and beautiful. That's a sense of insecurity. If you have to mention it so much, it's a problem. So let somebody praise you. Let somebody say, okay, I'm a one here is full of faith. I'm a one is smart. Can? And I use him as an example because he's the purest one out of all of us here. You better believe that. Read on, sir.
Verse 8. It shall be healthy to thy neighbor, and marrow to thy bone.
Read.
Honor the Lord with thy substance, and with the first fruit of thine increase.
So what Solomon telling him here? So you must honor the Most High with your substance. And with what? The first fruits of your increase. We have first fruits approaching, right?
Right.
So all who plant, who's bringing the first fruits? See what we're talking about? If you farm, your first fruit is supposed to come in. Whatever thing we do, the first fruit, he said, give it to the Most High. Or you make it fall off the tree. Make it beer, make it fall off the tree. A water man can tell it. I grow watermelon, the first one I grow, what do I say? Make it stay there, I don't want, it's not for me. Oh, I'm going to have a whole watermelon tree, grow one watermelon. And then I'm going to take it and eat it. It stay right there until it's spoiled, it go right back in the soil. And it will bring more watermelon next year. Now by right, the Most High said when they farm at a place, the first 3 years of that crop is not, they mustn't touch it. So just like you see things now, everybody plant at the same place. Like the prisons, they plant maize there every year, same place. 1 year, the only reason those things grow because it's GMO, it's not real. It's fake seeds. Because the earth loses molecule. If you farm there so much, so that's why the Most High said, farm here for 7 years, move from this spot, go here, farm for 7 years. Because in Jamaica, when we farm, if we plant yam here this year, next year we will not plant yam here. We go up here and plant yam next year. Then next year we move over, we scatter our farming a little bit here. Without knowledge, that is have to do with the Most High. Right? Read on, sir.
Verse 10. So shall thy barn be filled with plenty.
So you see that? When you offer the first fruits of whatever thing coming in and first fruits, you say your barns will be filled with what?
Plenty.
Read on.
And thy press shall burst out with new wine.
Your press shall have new wine. Meaning new gains, and you know wine means wealth, right? So you have a new security. So all these feast days where you see coming up, all of them have what? Significance. What should read the one? Wash. Verse 11, sir.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse number 11. My son, despise not the testing of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction.
So you see what you're talking about now? The chastising of the Most High. So Solomon is telling what? Don't despise it. Despise mean what? Hate. So sometimes the Most High jack your ass up, as what Job's wife did tell him, curse the Lord, right? So the Most High jack you up, you start to say, oh God, I'm praising you. Why am I going through this? So Solomon said, don't hate it. Right? Neither be weary of his correction. Because the Most High only correcting you because he loves you. If he never loved you, he will not correct you. Right? Read on.
For whom the Lord loveth, he corrected.
So that's why I take all my correction with a smile. And for that case, I can't, but the Most High still have love for me. Because sometimes the Most High know this road that we're driving on ain't the easiest road so far. But I know with hardship, show love. And I know the Most High love is not no fake love. Now one thing I can say, I'm here for 4 years coming September. And I never went to my bed hungry for something that I choose to do. The Most High always provide a meal for me. For 4 years. So I know that's love. Because whosoever the Most High love, he do what? He corrected that person. Really?
Even as a father, the son in whom he delighted.
So you see, even as a father, the father will delight every man want to have a son. Don't believe nobody when they tell you, oh, whatever God gave me, I'm okay with it. every man desire a son, because you know that's heritage. That son carrying your last name. Just like a woman. If a woman don't have a son, she will never know what true love is. Because a daughter will not love a mother like a son love a mother. Have you ever heard a daughter kill anybody for disrespect their mother? Only son will get emotional and crazy. Somebody disrespect their mother, the son will go kill that person. Mama boy. Do you understand that? You will not see a daughter because the daughter going to find a husband one day and move far, far away from the mother. You understand me? Because when the daughter met a husband and married, guess what the husband going to do? The husband going to take care of his mother. He going to work, send money to his mother. Do you understand me? So the son that the mother have, when we look at the relationship with Rebecca and Jacob. What kind of mother love was that? To say, son, come and take your brother birthright. He bring the goat skin, he put the goat skin on him. The mother said, listen, I'll cook the food like your father like it. And he went and cooked the food and said, take his birthright. Mother-son relationship, terrible. You understand me? So that's why I give thanks every day. I did go with my father. By going in the truth and understand, because I see other brothers, they grow with their mother, without her mother. And they can tell her mother when she's wrong. They will call me on the phone like I'm Jesus, I'm a mediator. So what I did, I just put everybody in one chat group. And I will just send texts. And some of them, like, they shock. I said, no, if you have something to say, nobody can beat you. You understand me? So this is now the most I talking about the father and the son. The father might be stern on the son, which he's supposed to. Because the Bible said when they see a son in the gate, they must remember you. So he might not his legacy to live in, but as a father, your legacy. Do you understand me? Your legacy. Read.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom.
Happy is the man that what?
That findeth wisdom.
So wisdom will not come to you. You have to get your ass up and go seek it. Read.
And the man that getteth understanding.
Read on.
For the merchandise of faith is better than the merchandise of silver.
Stop it. So you see that? Wisdom is greater than Ghana CDs. See that? See what the Ghana CDs Ghana now? You see where petrol is? I don't know how you run a country and the impact what happened in America affect you that bad. I never seen this before. Because Israel money is still there from Passover last year. Same, not moving. So we definitely have to see something in this country. Right? Read on.
And the gain thereof than fine gold.
What verse here?
Verse 4 in the last part.
All right, read 15.
She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou carest desire are not to be compared unto her.
So you see how great wisdom is? He said, there's nothing on this earth can compare to wisdom. Because when you have wisdom, you can take part in any conversation. When you have wisdom, you will not be fear like what question this person will ask me now. Do you understand? When you have wisdom, you can go because you have knowledge on everything. So that's why don't ever use the word book. Take a book and read. Read up about the schools. Hey, I'm reading a book about the stars. Do I understand? No. But that day, you might ask me something about it, I'll tell you, oh, the white man write this in the book, the stars is this and the stars is that. Then I have to go in the book of Job and read about other planets. Because Job make mention of it. So when you're researching, just try to research every key component where wisdom is. Just to have understanding. Read.
Length of days is in your right hand, and in your left hand riches and honor.
Read.
Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace.
With the key, that's why Solomon was known as what? Peace. See that? Just imagine they give a son named Shalom. That's why his name was Peace. Read on, sir.
She is a tree of life in them that lay hold upon her. And happy is everyone that retain her. The Lord, by wisdom, hath founded the earth. By understanding hath he established the heavens.
Read.
By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew.
Well done, sir. You should come on.
Sister Maya.
Deacon, you coming?
Yes.
All right, come, Deacon.
You can die.
Get Deuteronomy 24, Deacon.
Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse number 1.
Yes, sir.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse number 1. He that is wounded, Slakia. He that is wounded,
No? Deuteronomy.
no, Slakia. When a man,
Deuteronomy is a white name, man. Why you forget it? She know it.
how much 23, 24, verse number 1. When a man had taken a wife,
What the Bible said?
when a man had taken a wife and married her, it came to pass that he found no favor in his eyes, because he had found some uncleanness in
So
her.
what?
Uncleanness in her,
Read.
then let him write her a veil of divorcement, give it in her hand, and send her out of his home.
Read on.
Verse number 2. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife.
So, all right. So take it from verse 1 again.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse number 1.
Read on, sir.
When a man had taken a wife,
So you see, the Bible says a man takes a woman, right? Read on.
and married her,
And do the proper marriage rites. Read.
and it come to pass
You
that
come to what? Past, meaning it's future. A year, 2, 3 years in the relationship. What happened? Read on.
that she found no favor in his eyes, because he had found some uncleanness in her.
So what is this uncleanness talking about, Zaman? What uncleanness the man finds in his wife now?
Sleeping with the next man.
Sleep with the next man. So the reason why I say it like that, because you don't catch her in the act. You understand me? But you know she went to defile herself. Right? Even in the Hebrew, it tell you adultery. Outright tell you the uncleanness is adultery. But usually nakedness to a next man, what is that? Right? Read on.
Then let him write her a bill of
So
divorce.
that's a proper way of marriage. If a woman don't come with a bill of divorce, brother, it's not marriage. The Bible says when you find uncleanness in your wife, what if a neighbor come and tell you, listen, I see my wife doing something, and you find out the proof, but you don't catch her in the act, but you find the proof. The Bible says write her a bill of divorce, give it to her, read on the
Give it in her hand, and send her out of his house.
send her out of what?
His house.
So you hear what it said, brothers? His house. You can marry a woman and have him in a parent's house, and you live in the woman's house. Do you see that? Now, what if it's the woman's house? She going to give you a bill of divorce and kick your ass out. So you see how possessive it said? His house! Read?
Verse number 2. And when she is departed out of his house, she will go and be another man's wife.
So the man who you're sleeping with, go be with her. See that? So you can go with the bill of divorce now and say, you read me, here it is. Read.
Verse number 3. And if the later husband hate her,
Hate what?
hate her,
Read on.
and write her a bill of divorce.
So why the later husband going to hate her? He never hate her then, right? But in the latter days, the later husband hate her now. Why? Anybody? No, she's doing the same thing that she's been doing. If you have a woman and she's cheating on her husband with you, what do you think she's going to do to you? So you know what they can? Same thing. So you see what's taking place now? She go over there giving the next husband the same problem. Read on.
And write her a bill of divorcement, and give it in her hand,
Read on.
and send her out of his house.
Read.
Or if the later husband died, which took her to be his wife. Verse number 4.
So if the husband give her a bill of divorce, or the husband died, read on.
Verse number 4. For her former husband, which set her away, did not take her again to be his wife.
So that's a command. So I know you all have all these relationships where somebody break up today, somebody go sleep with the one, and they come back and make up. The Bible says that's not right. If you put her away and she go sleep with somebody, you cannot take her back. Do you understand? Right? Read on, verse 4.
After that, she is defiled.
She's what?
Defiled.
Read on.
For that is abomination before the Lord.
It is a what?
Abomination before
So
the
you
Lord.
cannot have your one today, and next man dealing with her tomorrow, then you take her back. That woman in the Bible is known as what? Bash. A whore. Capital W. A whore. She's a defiled whore. Read.
And thou shalt not cause the land to sin.
So that is a great plague and distress upon the what? The land. The land will sin. Because guess what will happen now? The son going to follow. What if you and them have children? The children see you living those dirty life. You understand me? The child look and see how much man coming out of their mother's house. What concept might be the child mind? Right? Finish up?
Which the Lord thy God hath given thee for an inheritance.
All right, get me Matthew. Let's see what YAHAWAH shall to say about it.
The book of Matthew.
No, 19.
The book of Matthew chapter 19.
Verse 7.
Verse 7. He said unto him, why did Moses then commanded to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away?
So you see, so they quoting from Deuteronomy what we just quote. Right? So they're asking YAHAWAH, why did Moses commanded the children of Israel to write the woman a bill of divorce and put her away? Right? Read on.
Verse number 8. He said unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so.
So hear what YAHAWAH said. In the beginning, Adam never divorced Eve. So YAHAWAH said, because Moses and the hardness of your heart, Moses command you to put away your wife. But in the beginning, when a man and a woman marry, they must stay together. Not the woman say, oh, the man don't have enough money and find a rich guy to be and she disappears. And the reason why I said this, because in relationship, woman leaves more than man leaves. And the reason I'm going through this week we have a council. we have a council, and this was the topic. And there's a whole new law came down. And all the schools, the letter sent out to them, and everybody agreed to this. Nobody declined. And when we finish, we'll tell you what we are agreed to. Because I said, it's 5.x billion women in the world. A lot. 2.something billion men. Most is homosexual and in prison. Read Deacon. Verse 9.
Verse number 9. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication.
Except it be for what?
Fornication.
And as I said, fornication govern a lot of understanding, right? Have a lot of meaning. It mean praising false God. It mean what? Sexual intercourse too, right? So even YAHAWAH backing up what Moses said. If any man put away his wife except for uncleanness, the same uncleanness, read on.
And shall marry another, committed adultery.
Commit adultery. So you see what YAHAWAH said? If you put her away except it be for uncleanness, it's wickedness. So that's what you must not do. So YAHAWAH never come out and say don't do it. He said if she have not committed uncleanness and you do it, that's where the problem lies. Read?
And whoso married her, which is put away, doeth commit adultery.
Read?
Verse number 10.
Okay, that's it. So you see that now. So that's why YAHAWAH said, when you put away this woman now, right? Moses tell you she could go and marry somebody else, right? Did Moses say that? But YAHAWAH said no, it's a different thing, right? Because what? She going to bring the sin is abomination. She going to carry. Get me Ecclesiastes. She going to carry that sin with her wherever she goes. Do you understand that? The same uncleanness. Right? Nobody never quote this today, right?
Book of Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes
Ecclesiastes. Chapter
7:23.
All this have I proved by wisdom. I said, I will be wise.
I'll be what?
Wise.
Read on.
But it was far from me.
Look at what Solomon said. I know to deal with these chicks, man. Hey, 500 wives. It's 5 billion women on the earth. Hey, Rahash, I'm going to take 500 more. Solomon, because people telling me he was wise. He never tell himself that you know. People telling me he was wise. He never say he was the wisest man alive. People tell him, people talking, he was the wisest man alive. So Solomon said, all these things was wise. But listen, he could not comprehend one wisdom and out of all the wisdom that we have. Right? Read 23 again, Deacon.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse number 23. All this have I proved by wisdom. I said I was wise. That was far from me.
Look at that. Read on.
Verse number 24. That which is far off and exceeding deep, who can find it out?
So you see that. So there were certain things out there Solomon could not unravel. He could not find out Rahash. Because Solomon said, I'm a king. I have the greatest wealth in the world. People say I'm the most wisest man in the earth. Why is all these women still giving problems? Why was all these women still worshiping their father's gods? They come, they see the riches what I have, they see the wealth I have, they know it's YAHAWAH giving me everything. Why they were still worshiping their idols? And the Bible says Solomon worshiped all of their gods. He was in there with Buddha. His Allah was not wrong. Allah is a new one. He was there praising Malak. Moloch. More like gods. Right? Read on Deacon 25.
Verse number 25. I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things and to know the wickedness of fools, even of foolishness and madness.
So you see what he said? He's saying try. That's why I don't read the testimony of Solomon. Solomon saying go to hell just to see what hell was like. The guy saying seek out these things to see why man do follow. You come to the church and sit down and watch you. Why you worship that white image? He said everything was an educational purpose for him. Right? Read, and he said what in 25? The wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. Right? So read 26, Deacon.
Verse number 26. And I find more bitter than death, a woman.
What Solomon say do?
Bitter than death than woman.
Solomon say find something worse than death. Solomon say find something worse than death. Somebody will die and you will forget that person, right? Yes, you're not forgetting nothing that you did in the resurrection and the regeneration and the resurrection again. Read.
Verse number 26 again. And I found more bitter than death, the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her.
So you see that? So Solomon said what he do, you find that the woman, and he's talking about his experience. He did have 1,000 of them. This was his experience. He said find more bitter than death. A woman whose heart is near and nets. She don't want to praise the Most High. She don't want to listen. She don't want to be obedient. Right? And under her hands, as bands, who's pleased, Solomon said, is only who please the Most High will escape a woman like this. Likewise, only a woman who pleases the Most High will escape a man like this. Do you understand what I'm saying? Read on.
But the sinner shall be taken by her.
Both ways. The man that is a sinner, guess who you're going to have in your house? You're going to wake up every day and Delilah looking at you. And I say, honey, who are we going to kill today? And the woman too. If you live in sin, you're going to pick up a man like this, you're going to pick up Esau in your house. Or Cain, the vagabond, you're going to pick up one of them. It works both ways. Sinners, they're going to drag you in. You cannot escape that. That's why everything must be done through the right channel and counsel. And just like what we read this morning, he said, listen, take advice, take counsel. But when you go in that road of sinner, how you going to escape? And the Bible said there's a way that seemeth right to a man, right? So whatever you're going through, at the moment, you think it's right for you. You think it's right for you. But what the end gonna bring? Great kings fall in Israel, brothers and sisters. And when the king falls, guess what happened? The entire nation fall. Because a righteous man must have a righteous wife. A righteous woman must have a righteous man. Or both of you should be on the road of righteousness. You go marry a Muslim now. What are you going to do? You're going to marry her to change her? As a man, a woman will never change. Let me tell her that. If she's worshiping Allah, she's going to stick to Allah. Just like what man will not change. You take these men, they say they're married to Jesus, it's finished. Do you see the man in acting church? They out there dancing more than the woman. Do you know this? They're more effeminate than the woman in the church. Right? Read on, Deacon.
Verse number 27. Behold, this have I found, said the preacher, counting one by one, to find out the account.
So Solomon said he did what? He count them one by one to find out their account. So you have all 1,000 of them sitting here. And he said, look at Zaman. Look at Michaela. Sister Yawana, oh boy. Sister Zaya, hey. He have all of them lined up. And he's counting them out one by one. And he's writing down the different faults, the good, the bad, and the ugly about each one of them. Read.
Verse number 28. Which yet my soul seeketh, but I found not.
He said he want to find out something, but he said,
Found not.
he find it not. His soul seek it, but he still cannot find it. Read.
One man among 1,000 have I found.
He said, out of 1,000, he find one righteous man. Out of 1,000, he finds a right. Solomon said, Shamak is full of shit. Omar is full of shit. Look at my tattoo. What am I going to do? Awar, look at him. But Zarak. Solomon said, okay, Zarak is upright. Read.
But a woman among all those have I not found. Verse number
So you
29.
see that? Out of 1,000 men, you find one. You see, I find one man out of my 1,000. Maybe he was talking to Benaniah, his warrior. But he said, I have 1,000 wives and I can't just have these reckless women. Looking from the first one, she was Egyptian. She worshipping all the women in the desert of Egypt. Just imagine you go to her house here with all kind of candle and cat. And you know the Egyptian believe the cat is the god, is the key to the underworld. So they worship cat. Y'all never know that? Egypt, they worship the cat, man. And they say the cat is the key for the underworld. So just imagine you go to that woman's house and she have all those cats here. Eh? Then you go to, because I have Edomite wife too. Just imagine you go to Esau's house. They can build palaces for all these women. Man. And the black woman in Jerusalem was mad. His first wife was Egyptians. They bring her as a gift and give it to her and he build her a palace. When he do it, the black woman in Israel was mad as hell. Right? Read on.
Verse number 29. Lo, this only have I found, that YAHAWAH hath made man upright.
So you see that? Nobody was born gay. Nobody was born lesbian. The Most High made man what? Upright. When you're born out the womb, you're born to be righteous. So if you're not righteous today, blame your mother. Because she was supposed to teach you to be upright. Read on.
But they have sought out many inventions.
So you go start on invention. You go love man. Woman, you go love woman. God made you upright. You go seek out wickedness. You have a baby there, put a bottle with milk and money. Guess which one the baby choosing? The milk. But you greedy ass go and choose money. You put something there, look at the baby. I see they show a picture of the baby, the puppy biting him back at the puppy. You understand me? They okay, they are right. But when they see the mother in the house, only thing the mother talk about is money, 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 money. Like she's the lottery. What she going to grow up and think about? Money. Finish up, Deacon. 29, read it again.
29. Lo, this only have I found, that YAHAWAH hath made man upright,
Read on.
but ye have sought out many inventions.
They sought out many what?
Inventions.
Read on. That's it, right?
Chapter 8.
No, that's it. Actually, bring our pocket. Get me syrup for. Start at 19.
But if he will, she will forsake him and give him over to his own man.
I can't hear that one.
Verse chapter 4, verse 19. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own man.
Read on.
Observe the opportunity and be aware of evil.
So you see that? So you dating somebody, man. The Bible says you have to observe the opportunity. I don't know how people dating this generation or what. And man, we can. But in our days, we don't have phones. So you want to sit and talk, you want to walk and talk. You understand me? Because you have to treasure those moments. If you when you bring her home, you might not see her again in a couple of days, right, or what? Right, man? Sister Joanna, right? Deacon, right? You could observe how she talk, how she walk, but she not gonna talk like she talking now. You understand me? So you try your best to observe all the opportunities. Because dating now is a whole different. You spend most of your time talking over the phone and texting. But back then it was not like that. I think back then was have to be nice and legal. Right or what? You're anticipating seeing somebody. You're anticipating talking to somebody. But no, just imagine the phone. Even sometimes you see the ring and not even looking at it. Right, Aisha? Why is he calling again? Didn't I tell him no already? Right? So somebody want to date you, they answer today. They give them answer right away. Back then, if y'all go to school, you're going to go home and think about it. Do you understand me? Then Monday morning when you see each other at school, you say, are you thinking about it? You have a whole weekend to think about it. But all of a sudden you can go on somebody's status and see the picture and say, look, he's too ugly. If we have children, no, they're going to look like Mr. Bean. No? Jack and the Beanstalk. No? You understand me? But back then, it was nice. You understand me? Back then you're in class, you're writing a letter. Have you ever written a letter yet, Shema? To who? You never write no letter. To who? In school. To who? This pair boy go to your school.
Like to a friend, like us.
Remember those days we used to write letter, man? And we put a heart on it and a sticker in the middle? These generation don't know nothing about these things.
Elder, they used to do it in school.
You all have no style. Who used to write a letter with
Back in
stickers?
school.
Deacon, you're listening, right? We have to investigate that for a while. We have to investigate. Read on Aisha.
Be not ashamed when it is sent thy soul.
So you see that? So he said, be not ashamed. So now, when it's something to do with your soul and your peace, you hear what Solomon said? You won't be ashamed. Because this is something you're going to go into for the rest of your life. Right? You dealing with somebody, everything have to be out and the open. 90% chances you might spend the next 50 years with that person. So if you're talking to somebody now, is this the person I can spend 20 years with? Because this is something that will affect your soul now. Because your peace is gone. So if it's not somebody you're going to spend 50 years with, leave it that it's not for you. Because you have to know within that 50 years, just like I read the scripture today, when you live a prosperous life, you're going to have more days of darkness than prosperity. So when that darkness comes, how will you live with it? Because as a man, you're going to have to choke your wife sometime. It's natural. If she ain't dumb, if she have more to talk, she's going to get on your nerves. You even tie a piece of rope, she's walking and just pull the rope, makes you drop. You're going to have to do that. So when those dark days come, how will that apply? Because everything will not be good and easy. If everything will be good and easy, as man will rejoice. Right? But when those days come, how will you cope with it? Or can you cope with it? Because you only can partake of what? If it's uncleanness. If it's uncleanness, my aunt wants to stick with the water for the next 70 years, sir? Or 80, you have to be 140. 80. If you don't live to see that, I'm hoping a new time scene. Right? Read on Isaiah.
But there is a shame that brighteth sin.
21, read it again.
But there is a shame that brighteth sin. And
There's a
there
shame
is-
that bringeth sin. Read.
That bringeth sin. There is a shame which is glory and grace.
Read.
Accept no person against thy soul.
Mm-hmm.
Let not the reverence of any man. False deeds of all.
So you see that? Verse 22 tell you, accept no person against thy soul. So for instance, the parents forcing you to marry somebody you don't want, you cannot do it. That's not your peace. You will not have no peace. You're going to lose your entire soul in that relationship. And it goes what? Both ways. Right? What the next precept said?
And refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do.
So you see that. So now we're going into say when it's time to do good, you speak up for oppression, you speak up for justice. You can't say, brother, you have to treat your wife better than that. Sister, treat your husband better than that. Mommy, keep your mouth shut. Daddy, stop it. If somebody is wrong and you can't tell them they're wrong, that person is a fool. And the Bible tells us that anger rested in the heart of what? Fools. That is it, Sister Joanna.
What's that? Say, you want to buy 20 years, what do you got much?
You stay with someone in the relationship for 20 years, now you can't get some of the book. That's what she's saying.
The husband can always tie the wife. That's his position. He pays for her. If the husband feel like tie his wife, he can do that.
And I was explaining what you were saying, and she only took that part to ask questions.
No, she's a problem. The Bible call her possession. The Bible says when a man take a wife, he have a good position. You want to tie the knee there?
But it's
What is taking place here? Yes. You pay for her, right? Did she pay for you? That's why the Bible says, ask her out of your house. She cannot ask you out of her house. Not supposed, it's been like that now, which is not supposed to be.
yeah.
So when this time comes, you say, pack your bag and leave. Just like Abraham tell Agar, take your child and go.
Yeah.
Remember, the child was in the sand, thirsty and crying. Did Abraham care? And did the child come to bury Abraham?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So tough love works sometimes. You see that, right? All right. Read on Isaiah 24. 23.
23. And refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do good.
Read.
And hide not thy wisdom in your heart. For by speech wisdom shall be known, and learning by the word of the tongue. In no wise speak against the truth, but be abashed of the error of thy ignorance.
So you see that. So now, when you see justice, you have to speak up. When you see truth, you have to speak up. When you see ignorance, you have to speak up. You understand me? Certain things you cannot let fly. So I know you'll say, oh, that's not my business, this is not this is not that. Hey, if something in my presence, I'm talking upon it. If I hear, I'm talking upon it. That's why I'm known as what? Minister of Information. I'm a correspondent for the nation. That's my job. Right? Read on.
In no wise speak against the truth.
So you see that. So if you leave here today, don't speak negative against this truth. In no wise speak negative against the truth. Read.
But be abashed of the error of thy ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
Be not ashamed to confess thy sins.
Be not ashamed to what?
Confess thy sins.
Read on.
Enforce not the cause of the realm.
Read.
Make not thyself an underlying to a foolish man. Neither accept the person of night.
So you see that? So don't make yourself subjective to what kind of man? A foolish man. So we can read this about woman, but the Bible also tells us that some of us men are foolish. So a foolish woman will get what type of man? So I wish you all the best. Because if a woman, this is where teaching is important. What's the purpose of a husband? A woman that wants a husband, what is the purpose you want this husband? Because the question is, what young man have to ask? Is the woman looking for somebody to lead her? Because if she's not looking for somebody to lead her, she's not good. If she going to know everything and can lead herself, leave her and make she speak. Make she go find a fool out there. Because see, Lot couldn't lead his wife, right? Oh, Lot and the children in one place. And she ended up turning a pillar of salt somewhere else. While if she was just obedient, she would be with her husband, wouldn't she? Do you see the difference? And what kind of influence the father have? That the children follow the father. Who follow you or what? What are your children? You say I'm going here. Who follow you? Huh? Your daughter? Your daughter will follow you, not the boy. The boy follow his mother. Tell them, they're punks. These generation of boys, I don't know what wrong with them. So you see that? Who follow you, deacon? You say it's time to flee. Look at them and who follow you? Zamar said everyone. You believe that? You believe that? I know my daughter will come with me. If I say Babylon is burning now, let's go. The son will more care about what mommy think. But my daughter says, Daddy, let's go. Just like that. What's the name of his daughter them there? His daughter was with him. And where was the mother? And there is even history that lot of sons too. When you read in the history, tell you have sons. So the sons went up with the mother. Read on.
Strive for the truth unto death.
What verse here?
28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you.
You see that? So woman looking a husband, the man have to strive for the truth. Because if he don't do that, the Most High will not look out for him. And man looking a woman, if the woman don't know objective to the truth, brothers, as what Deuteronomy 24 said, write her bill at the post. She's going to be bad for your children. What's she going to teach them? If you're not going to try to meet somebody to strive for the truth, what can I really, it's going to be confusing. I'm not going to be at church and my wife home. What she home doing? What she home doing? What can be possible at home today? Where the Bible said the Shabbat must be a holy convocation. Just like the wife is at the church, the husband is not here. Where is he? Who is he leading? Read, sir. Read, madam.
Be not hasty in thy tongue, and in thy deeds slack and release.
So you see that? Don't be hasty to talk, which a lot of women have to acknowledge. People won't shut sometimes. Argue too much. Read.
Be not as the lion in thy house.
And this is the man. You can't be a jetter in the house. And then now you see a real lion, you're running up and down. If there's a lion in the house, when you go there and catch a jetter. Right? A man not supposed to be too rough in his household. It must be somewhere of peace, harmony for the wife, the children, and even the visitor come back. Right, Can? So Shamar, when your father sleeping, just take 2 pot cover and start to knock. When you wake up, say, Daddy, the Bible said don't be a lion in the house. Right? I turn up the TV. Low. Yeah? Because I've been hearing that your part been waking up early in the morning watching TV.
Hey.
I've been hearing. Read on.
Be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants.
So when it's a frantic among your servants, meaning abusive towards your servants, somebody working for you, there's no need to be abusive towards them. Right? Read on.
Let not thine hand be stretched out to receive. It shalt when thou shouldest pay.
And you see how important this is? When it's time to collect, your hand is the first one up. But when it's time to contribute, guess where you're at? In the back of the class. You see how Zarak sit in the back? It should not be like that. All these are principles and all these are ways how you're going to get back your blessing. Somebody give you something, when it's time for that person to get back something, be in the line to contribute back to that person. That's why the Bible says what? Charity cover a multitude of sin. And if we're not helping our people, who we expect to help them? If our people need help or we don't help them, who we expect to help them? Then we're going to look at them and say, look how bad they're doing. Look at the woman with all her children, she's suffering. Have you ever tried to buy her a meal for those children? So she's suffering. That's why even yesterday you read that scripture, Sit I share, when it stated, Zaman, when it stated that YAHAWAH said, I was in prison, you don't come to visit. I was hungry, you feed me not. I was naked, you clothed me not. So we don't try to move our first finger to help our own people, but we'll talk about the suffering of them. They are proper from that. We'll talk about the suffering of them. And 5 and 1. Read 7 and 1. Ecclesiastic 7 and 1.
Do no evil.
What the Bible said? Read on.
So shall no harm come unto you.
And do we believe this? Okay. Read.
Depart from the unjust, and iniquity shall turn away.
So you see that? The Bible said depart from the unjust. So when the Most High judges the unjust, and you there, what the Most High doing with you too? Judging you too. So now the Bible said depart from the unjust man, and then no iniquity will fall upon you. Okay, if you see somebody doing something unjustly, you're supposed to warn that person. I hear people get locked up for breaking people house, stealing. The spirit never come upon me to do nothing like that. I never have none of my friends have come to me and said, oh, let's go rob this, let's go rob that. I never deal with nobody in the world like that. But somebody will sit and say, let's go do evil. No, the Bible says you cannot have no unjust friend. Right? Read on.
My son, sow not upon the furrows of unrighteousness, and thou shalt not reap them sevenfold.
So do you understand what this means? You can't go to steal from somebody and say, I'm going to start a business. Do you understand that? Or you might establish a business and unrighteousness. Then you might call deacon and say, deacon, come and bless my business. Come and pray for my business, deacon. And you rob somebody to establish that business. So Solomon write about this because all these things was there. Right? Read 6 and 1.
Sarah chapter 6, verse 1. Instead of a friend, become not an enemy.
Read.
For thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name,
Read.
shame, and reproach. Even so shall a sinner that hath a double come.
So you see that? So the Bible said instead of a friend, become not an enemy. So don't look at somebody who say, that person is not my brother, that person is not my sister, or I'm better than that person. Always leave the option to be friendly with everybody. You understand me? When I say friendly with everybody, it's limit. But give yourself option that, listen, there's a good in this person. Right? Verse 2.
Extol not thyself.
Exalt.
Exalt.
Yes.
Exalt not thyself in the counsel of thy own heart, that thy soul be not torn to pieces as a book strained and
Read down.
Thou shalt eat up thy lips, and lose thy fruit, and leave thyself as a dry tree.
Read.
A wicked soul shall destroy him that hath it, and shall make him to be loved to spend his enemies.
Read on.
Sweet language will multiply friends.
What will multiply friends?
Sweet language.
And what language now is sweet language? Like a gimmick, see? You come in and say, look at Zamara forehead. And then everybody starts to laugh. Right? Sweet word, you will be friendly. Because now, you even being polite. You know to have conversation. You know some people that scared, they will see people, they don't say nothing. But when you have a sweet mouth, you will have a lot of friends. Didn't Zamara bring at least 15, 20 children here already? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fine.
Am I lying? Okay. Read on.
Verse 4. The wicked soul shall destroy his that heart, and shall make him to be loved to scorn of his enemies. Sweet language will multiply friends.
What verse here?
Verse 5. Sweet language will multiply friends, and the fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings.
Christian, stand. What scriptures am I reading from, sir? What scriptures am I reading from? What? 2 what? 2:1. What book? What Bible? What scripture? You said 2 verse 1. What is it? Huh? Leviticus 2 verse 1. Where's the next one? Joel San. Grace Gabby. Doing what? What happened? Go wake him up. I was okay watching him eating. Wake him up. Be a problem, keep him home. I watch him, he was there eating, playing. So don't come and tell me nothing, Grace. What scripture am I reading? Chapter 7, verse 1. 6, verse 1. Well done, sir. Sit. Continue to read, man.
Verse 6. Be in peace with many.
What the Bible said to do?
Be in peace with many.
Read on.
Nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000.
Have how many counselors?
Of 1,000.
So if everybody can is your counselor, what are you going to be? Going to be confused, right? Just like somebody, if you go to different doctors, what will happen to you? Every doctor going to give you something different. Just have the same problem and go to 3 doctors and see if you're going to get the same 3 prescription. So just like now the Bible says, you should have one counselor. Who's counseling you? If you have 1,000 people counseling you, don't come to me. Right? Read on.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
So who is proving friends today? The Bible says if you should get a friend, prove that friend first, and don't be hasty to say, oh, he's a good friend, he's my best friend. Do you know YAHAWAH called Judas a friend? Did YAHAWAH prove Judas? They were together for 3 years. They grew up in the same community. Judas did have the Holy Spirit. Judas was putting his hand on people and healing them. And what happened to him? The moral of that story is, nobody from far will hurt you. somebody you know. Somebody you eat, drink, look, smile, laugh, and talk with. Nobody from far might talk about you. They don't know you, do they?
Yeah.
But if somebody will say your friend, they're at their house right now talking about you. Saying, look at me cater for him. Somebody that you know. Right? You know? So even you going in the world, you have to prove a friend. You're going to marry a man, you have to prove it. You're going to marry a woman, you have to prove her. So everybody should prove each other. Then you'll find out if that's what's good for your soul. Because it's a rough road ahead. It's a real rough road ahead. Right? Read on.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
So you see that somebody will be a friend based upon what they can get from you. You bring lunch to work every day. Just imagine you bring red to work every day. All of a sudden, hey, Zamara share red with me. We're good friend, right? But the day when you're hungry, guess who you will not see? You will not see Shamak there. He'll show up for eating. So he's your friend for his own occasion. Or somebody will come and say, lend me money, lend me this, lend me that. You lend money. But the day when you want something to borrow, guess what happened? You have nothing to lend. So you see, better for me to stay by my damn self. So I don't want to go and start getting crazy saying, I asked him for it and he don't give me and I know he haven't. Because that's speculation. I don't want to go and think about it. So that's why all of my friends, brothers, if I say take the plane and come to Ghana, no, they say look at it. Those are the friends I have. I have friends that I know will die for me. They will take a bullet from me. And the feelings for me towards them is mutual. I have people in this truth that I will die for. As Yahushua said, will lay down his life for his brother. I'll go into the spiritual realm and wait for my brother. My brothers, let's use that word, brothers. It's more than one of them. See, characters all of that past, I would die for that brother. If I could have taken his pain, I would have taken it and be in the spiritual realm, waiting for him. And I still have a couple more brothers today that I know they laid down their life for me. But the question is, how much of you can say that? How much of you can say that? So the Bible says, before somebody is your best friend, prove the person. Because if the person hate the most high, he cannot be your friend. Let me just tell you that, straight up. If the person don't believe in what you believe in, they're going to betray you when the final analysts come. Just like how they could point out Peter. They could say to Peter, what were you with him? Peter should have said, didn't he feed your ass? Wasn't you hungry in the wilderness and he feed you? Same people. Right? We done?
For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
So when your trouble comes, guess who you don't say? That friend. Just like I use money as an example. Because this is how you judge a good friend, by money. Money, you're judging by. Somebody come and borrow something. Will they pay it back when they say they'll pay it back? Will they even pay it back? When the day you broke, if you go to somebody and say, pay this for me, will they pay? Because money build friends, money break friends. So this is my tactics I've used judging somebody. I will not want something. Hey, can I get 10 CDs? Simple. Right? Read on.
And there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy mistake.
So you see, a friend. You have a friend and the friend turn to enmity, meaning enemy, and she start to strive with you. All of a sudden now Satan come in and she's jealous of you. Why she have that shoes? Every week she have a new hairstyle. Oh, she buy a dress again? You know you all in Ghana, that's your biggest problem here. Envy of each other. Because the next woman will look at the next woman more than a man look at that woman. Live on the street or and you look and you see the woman, they steer on the woman head to foot, look on her head to foot. A woman will go buy a pocketbook just for the next woman to see. Have you ever go buy a pants and hope when you wear it to your deacon and you say what a nice pants that is? Man, we don't think like that. We don't think, I'm not going to wear a shirt. I get this material, I wear a shirt and wear it, right? So I'm not going to buy a shirt and hope when I come here, you was up and tell me, oh well done, you have a nice shirt, sir. We don't like compliments like that. We don't care. Do you understand me? A woman will buy a wig, and when she put the wig on, she's doing all kind of stuff to the wig. She spat it down, and the next woman look at it. How much you pay for that wig? Hey. You understand me? Be different. Right? Read on.
Let me read the different version.
All right, read it.
Sirach chapter 6, verse number 9. And there is a friend who changes into an enemy and will disclose a quarry to your disgrace.
Yes, meaning you tell her a secret, she will tell about somebody. So that secret can disgrace you. Always somebody that you know. Nobody else don't know nothing about you. So that's why the Bible says you find one, prove that person. Don't just welcoming that person. You have to prove that person. And the best way for me to prove a friend is by money. Because money divided people. Because the Bible says it's the root of all evil, right?
Yes.
So you can, and the Bible tells us today, we're reading Surah, that it's a defense, right? So you can solve a lot of problems. Right? Read on, Zomar.
Again, some friend is a companion at the table, and will not continue in the day of life.
So you see that when it's time to party, when it's time to eat, you see use the word the table? They're there. But when the day of affliction comes, how many people are you seeing? How many people will you see? You're in the hospital, somebody needs to come and wash your clothes. How much people will you see? Because that's why when you close with somebody and hear that person speak about you, it hurts. Because you're that person become friend, it become more than friend, but brother, family. And then all of a sudden you see Emily Bill, where you come and Sister Ban and say, hey, Sister Zaya, Mikeda said this. They're going to cut you in two, man. Right? Read on.
But in thy prosperity you will be as thyself, and will be bold over thy servants. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee, and will hide himself from thy face.
So you see that? You're rich, you will be there for prosperity. Every day you're at my house. But the day I don't have no house, I call you, my number is black. Nobody picking my car. Oh, he's on that again. Hey, we don't have it to give him. Don't answer, don't answer. I come to your house knocking. I say, sister, you want to look into the curtain? The deacon said, come pass it. The curtain draw, pull back, pass it. Don't say nothing, don't say nothing. You're outside in the area. Right, Awar? Then all of a sudden the phone start to ring in the house. So I said, oh, they hear, they don't want to answer. They walk back from up that hill, you're broken. Betrayal. But you see, when you hear the truth, we cannot live like that. We cannot live like that. How am I going to know that somebody is hungry and I eat a plate of food and go to my bed? I will never do that. Because the Bible says, even if your enemy is hungry, what should you do? More than we're talking about now, member in this congregation. How should we treat that member? If you have to feed your enemy, how would we feed our one another here? Put your name side, boy. Right? Read on, someone.
Separate thyself from thine enemies, and take heed of thy friends.
So you see that? So if you know somebody don't like you, Don't even try to be that person. Separate. And then now, you have a thing in Jamaica we call frenemy. You know what a frenemy is? Anybody? Frenemy. Huh? Frenemy. Frenemy. Your friend is friend with your enemies. You and Aisha are not talking, but you and Zamar is friend, and Zamar and Aisha is friend. Problem that, right, Dan? Big game. Hey. Zamar, just be Aisha friend. You don't have to talk to me. Because I can't trust you now. Do you understand that? I can't trust you now. Friend of me. Do you know? He was a Jamaican artist. Right? Sid Zaman. And he was on a plane. And somebody poisoned him on the plane. I don't know if you know this award. It was when a Supercat manager. And he tells Supercat on the plane that he feels something walking from his foot to his brain. And by the time he reached Jamaica and died, that's why Supercat left Jamaica. And they poisoned one of his friends. But the drink that Supercat was supposed to drink on the plane, his friend took it and drank it. So the poison was for Supercat. You understand me? So you see, nobody from far will come and hurt you. So I remember one thing that Deacon tell me. And I remember I came here and I hear other people talking. And they say, Ashanti will help Ashanti. When Ashanti man travel, he try to take every Ashanti with him. But guess what the Fanti will do? He can tell me, he can say, how that they craft, so pull on each other. Yes. Pull on each other. Look at how I man myself, Yadi. Yadi on the line right now. Man, I can't tell what time he told me last night. I don't only know him as Yadi. But as Jamaican, wherever we go, the worst we in this truth, we burn like this forever. The only place we meet up, you know me through YouTube, right? YouTube, and we meet at the White House a couple times for each. And we carry on. But as Israelite, when he came, he was somewhere else. I tell him, come down. He came visit, then he moved on. As Israelite, that's with family. I know he will never betray me. And he knows the feeling is spiritual. You understand me? I don't have to think what you do or what you not do. We know that. Because where we come from, we have principles in the streets and in the truth. Do you understand me? We have something where we know we have to uplift each other. If I don't uplift him, the white man will not do it, the Chinese will not. Who will do it? And it's his duty to uplift me. It's his duty to even die if he have to die for me. He know it. He can teach it to him. We work together. He guard me. And then that will be glorious. He'll be a martyr there. So somebody come in here, I get up, run down left everybody here. What will I come to tell you next week? Who did that run, live to fight the next day? No. YAHAWAH was not like that, brothers and sisters. So with that deacon, you can buy a piece of rope and do as you please. Can? Shabbat Shalom. So remember, for brothers on the line that's watching, we want to give Mr. Rahash a round of applause again. Remember the Most High changed Abraham's name to Abraham. So now you better put some respect on Mr. Rahash name. And Mr. Gadar. I don't know where the world Gadar is at now, but last time I spoke to you, you were stressed. You were still dramatized. So we know Gadar get twins, boy and a girl. He sent me videos of the circumcision with his son. But we have brothers in America that can do the circumcision. We have many brothers in there that can do it. So that is something that somebody here going to have to learn too. To do the circumcision here, we do our own circumcision. Huh? And then we give all glory and honor to Rahash and Sister Emanuela. And Sister Emanuela gave birth in the house, which give a round of applause for that. But when I get this call Tuesday night, I was lying in the bed, I get up, sit up. I say, huh? He said, yes, sir, Rahash was the happiest man in the world. Right? Which you ought to be happy. Right, Rahash? So now, Sister Emanuela is a real trooper. I remember she was just here with us Saturday.
Yes.
And we was talking about C-section. When we was on the veranda, we were talking to Sister YAHAWAH. She came to me, she said, Elder, I don't want no C-section. I want to push it, Elder. I want to push it. I said, go ahead and push it, sister. Go ahead and push it. The only thing I know, Tuesday she have the baby home. It's Monday evening. Monday evening. Monday night. I'm getting old. So Monday night technically will be Tuesday. So Monday was what, 27? 27. Okay, so next 27 the baby should be 2-year-old. I spent a year in the belly already. But yeah, we're not doing like that. So anyway, Sister Emanuela give it home, Sister Banat you do it at home, which is the best thing to do. Yeah. And in America, it's not much people do it at home. You understand me? From Jamaica days, Maya, like it from in the 80s, I have not known somebody that do it at home. From Jamaica days, I have not. And I'm telling you, from the 80s, I have not known anybody that do it at home. So this is something like rejuvenating now. And it was good. It was, so when y'all come out, go interview for you all to tell other Israelites what you done. Right, Sister Mayana? Right, Sister Bana? So if anything, we just call you and you come along with Sister Emanuela. It's a great thing, brothers and sisters, in terms of, even when they give birth to the baby, man, they never took the baby to the hospital until about 10 o'clock Tuesday morning, right? The baby was living.
She even breastfeed.
Yeah, you can't go and breastfeed. So you come out, she put him on, the milk was coming, right? Well done. You understand me? So it's like in America now, if somebody give birth at home, they would go to the hospital at the same time. When they go to the hospital, guess what's happening? They're admitting them. They're going to make them stay over there for a day or two. But the mere fact now, these sisters do it at their house, and the baby stay with them overnight, and then go in the morning. We give them. That's why prayer is important, brothers and sisters. You understand me? Prayer is important. The time when Rahash reached there, we spoke on the phone, right? Sister Emanuela was laughing. She was smiling. She was happy. You understand me? So what y'all have to do, Rahash, you have to read the Psalms over the baby every day. Read the Psalms, make the child hear the Psalms. So you can pick out the Psalms and say, this is your Psalms, and you read it for the child every day. Right? I tell God to do the same thing, which the mother's supposed to do, because she's going to spend more time with the baby. But you after man have to make sure that happens. You understand me? Because when we go to Israel, and when they're giving birth in Israel, they have a house like this. I've been in just the park, but they have priests stand up there saying prayer and reading Psalms until the baby born. So when the baby born in Israel, in the black community, the first word the baby hear is this priest reading Psalms. Right? So we want the child to grow up in that manner. So you have the mother read Psalms over the child every day for the rest of your life until he's 20. Right? It's a girl, right? Yes, until she's 20. Fine? We tell Dada the same thing. So Yadi have a girl, Emmanuel have a girl, Dada have a girl. So the only thing left is Debbie. So with that I said, shalom, brothers and sisters. What you want to want? Boy, right?